And welcome back. That was. Oops. How do I pause the game? Okay, I'm going to assume that's paused. There's something I want to fix real quick. So anyway, that music you just heard during the intermission screen was Moon Warrior by Vesper Valen. She's a good friend of mine, and if you need music for your channel, be it an intro theme, intermission, end slate, whatever have you, let me know, and I will. Actually, she should come up. If I did it right, we should see an ad for her from Nightbot. But yeah, definitely contact her if you're looking for that sort of thing. She is very good at what she does. Oh, standard capture. Sorry, I need to adjust my face cam for a moment because the gamma's too low again. Whee! Hey, I'm visible. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get some stuff down. So we're going to cut the trees down, we'll flatten the terrain out a bit, and we'll build a little kind of mineshaft house, which is basically just going to be somewhere I'm going to drop some bombs into a pit, run a rope down there, and call it a mine. And then when I dig too deep and encounter the Balrog, I'll act like I had no idea that that could happen. So it's funny, back when Lord of the Rings came out, I was in an IRC channel, which was actually the first one that I really kind of made home. And it was an IRC channel for people who played the game Angband, which is a very old roguelike game that is, of course, themed off of the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. So, of course, we all went to see Lord of the Rings at some point. So there's a technique in Angband called pillar dancing, which is where you use some strategic cover to deal with a monster. You got to be a little faster than the monster to use it successfully, but the idea is fairly simple. You hit the monster, you duck behind the pillar, and then it wastes a turn trying to catch up with you. And there's a scene in the first movie where they fight a cave troll and, in fact, do some pillar dancing. At least that's how we saw it. And it kind of became a meme that, you know, it was a thing that they put in the movie and yada, yada, yada. But then the extended version of the DVD came out, and so it was like, oh my god, guys, they extended the pillar dancing. So the scene where I think it's Aragorn is fighting the cave troll, you just see there's a longer section of him dancing back and forth behind this pole. It's like, oh my god, they did it. I can't believe it. Oh, let's just step back from that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to step back a little more bit. Okay, so this is not going the way I'd like. I'm trying to make my pit vertical, not at an angle like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneakily craft something here, because up in one of these boxes I have gel and gel. What? I've never heard of that before. Okay, standard bombs are now sticky bombs. So now they're not going to bounce around. Oh no! What in the heck is wrong? Okay. I am clearly a danger to myself and others. start sending a rope down here. Then I'm going to aim directly down. Okay. Thankfully, it's very easy to make a rope descend. You just need to keep adding to the one that's already there. And then we repeat the process. We just try to aim straight down. I mean, this is the only thing I'll do that's straight. Hey-oh. Now, naturally, I probably should light this this shaft a bit, but one thing at a time. I'm just hoping I don't have any water fill the shaft up, because that always seems to happen at least once. Which, it's not a huge problem, you just have to keep blasting, for the most part. Okay. Whee! Okay. Okay, we've got a dozen bombs to go, and we've got some lead ore over there. Damn it. I knew this was going to happen. I just knew it. Okay, it's not like it's a lot. That'll probably drain into a larger cave system elsewhere. Fingers crossed, anyway. Yeah, we should be able to make this work. In fact... Okay. Well, I could build a horizontal shaft, but when I head down, I'm gonna need to, yeah, it's... Okay, unfortunately we are getting more in the shaft, which is not what I would like. Oh man, we might have a whole thing here. Okay, let's get some of the visible ores that we can see here. Oops. I don't know how deep I am, but it doesn't look too far. I mean, we've been deeper. Oh, and see, when we get down far enough, some of this water will drain out into that cavern below. Maybe that'll help matters. I guess we'll just see what happens. Oops. I mean, eventually you get to the point where you get down to heck, and then you just have a whole bunch of lava that gets rid of the... Basically, since water can't exist in the underworld, if you drain all the way to the bottom, you don't really have a problem anymore. So it's a little tedious to have to do it that way, but... So let's head back to home base, and I'm going to grab one of those Spelunker potions. Actually, I think I only have the one. But let's see if maybe that can give me a head start on finding some ore. Potions. Yeah, I just have the one. Okay. And let's grab a recall potion just in case things get ugly. And when I come back to the surface, I'm going to go ahead and build a bed. Now, unlike Minecraft, they don't change the day, but they do set your respawn. Oh, yep. Look at that, we've got ore. And we've got 5 minutes with this potion, so that's going to get us some stuff. I see some gems way over there, which I don't think that's going to be quite enough, but with enough gems you can get a grappling hook. And you don't even need to find a hook to do it, which is the cool part. Unless that's changed. I mean, I haven't played in a while. Now, at a glance, those look like emeralds, but I could be very wrong. Because the Spelunker potion changes how everything's colored just a little bit. So it's easy to mistake one ore for another. It's like it all goes through a weird yellow filter. Oh, you know what's probably not helping? Let me just pause that. I have a Twitch open in another window because that's the only place where I have the button to insert my stream markers. So it's kind of a necessity. Ooh. Well, this is slightly problematic. Oh, have I been over there? I think I have. Yeah, that's that gold chest that I had to leave behind. But you know what? That has a gills potion in it. So I'm going to check that out. A lot of zombies. I know how I got here, but how did all you zombies get here? So there's this short story by Robert A. Heinlein. And people certainly do have opinions about him, and I'm not really going to go into any of that right now, but the story was called All You Zombies, and it's about a man walks into a bar, and because of the miracle of time travel and an interesting situation involving gender, everyone in the bar winds up being this one character at different points in his timeline. Well, in their timeline, I should say. It is, it's definitely an interesting experiment so far as a short story goes. But the thing is, they turned it into a movie, and they didn't shy away from the premise. I mean, they added some weird stuff about hunting down a terrorist and all this other thing. But it was, I was amazed to see that they did it. Because it is kind of out there as a premise. A difficult movie to sell, to say the least. They even had a scene where, what was her name? Unwed Mother was writing a... Well, she wasn't writing. Well, she was writing, but she in the scene, you can see a first edition copy of Stranger in a Strange Land, which is kind of a nice little call out. Oh, I already got the gills potion out here. Well, I'll take the chest anyway. And I guess I'll just make off with this art. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I went a fair ways in there. Okay, it looks like I've got less than a minute on my potion, which, that's a bummer. Let's head down here and get some of this ore that we can see. Looks like mostly lead. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's a chest. Well, I guess I'm going to dig down until I find it. So lead's going to be useful for iron skin potions. Those are going to be nice for boss fights because it's basically a free, 8 points of armor that you get as a buff for a limited period of time. So that's fairly useful. You know, even if I don't use lead for its regular purpose, being able to turn it into potions is super useful. Oops. Oh, there we are. And gotcha. Wow, more sirens. What is going on out there? Oh, so I was telling a story at one point and I totally spaced it. Typical. Yeah, I was at my old job and I'm doing an exterior round, as you do, basically hourly. And I see this car just booking it down the highway. I'm like, oh, it wasn't even the highway. Sorry, it was C Street. And I said, wow, that's they are awfully in a hurry. I wonder what's happening. And minutes later, I see a trio of police cars. Similarly, just tearing it down the highway. I go, wow, that's certainly a thing that's happening. And I promptly forget about it, because I got other stuff going on. I'm not really paying close attention to what people who are not on my site are doing. All right, let's see if I... Anyway, later that morning, I find out that just down the road, there's been an arrest for a mobile meth lab. And I misplaced my sapphires. Okay, you know what? This is going to tell me what I need to know. Grappling hook is going to cost 15. Do I have 15 sapphires? So yeah, that was pretty wild. Oh, I have 12. Rats. Okay, who wants a tin chandelier? Okay. Wait, I have a chest for raw materials, don't I? Yeah. There we go. And then consumables. I suppose I can't put on another Band of Regeneration, can I? No. See, we just can't have nice things. I'm going to go ahead and put the can of worms in here, since that seems like that's where it goes. Okay, what can I do with all this lead? Can I make some decent armor? Is that going to be in my future? Oh wait, first I actually have to craft the lead into bars. So there's 24. I don't know if that's enough to do anything. But let's have a look. Okay, so I see a helmet and I see greaves, but I don't see a chest plate. That means I probably can't do a thing with it. I can make a glass kiln and a heavy workbench. Well, now I just need to know what this lets me build. Doesn't seem to let me make a lot. Oh, is this the one that I need stone for? Hold on. Or that it lets me craft advanced stone stuff, like letters? Is that what this does? Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, and I can make boulders too, but nobody cares about that. Okay, so... Oh, and it's 50 per... Oh, I'm not doing that. I actually have some use for my stone right now. Alright. I've got some wood. I've got some stone. I have lead. There are a few things I can make right now. Oh, and I have sand. Let's go get the sand. Actually, wait. I already have a... Hold on. Okay, so I can put this right there, and that now becomes something I can make potions at. Sort of. I still need water. But... Okay. There we go. The sawmill is going to let me build a bed. Actually, first I have to... Hold on, there's something I have to build first. You need a loom, and then you can use the loom to make silk, so you can make a bed. There we are. White string. Increases yo-yo range. Well, we're not worried about that right now. And silk can also be used to make Molotov cocktails, which are rather useful. Yep, there we go. So the bed lets me set my spawn point, and then I believe I can also make a keg. Yes. So the keg is effectively a crafting station that lets me make ale. First I have to turn all this sand I have into glass. And then I make ale mugs out of that. Do I need the glass kiln for that, or... Okay, so as long as I have those, I can go over here and craft ale. And let's go talk to the guide. Oh, he's over by the mine shaft. Yeah, don't jump in there, buddy. So, crafting. Ale goes here. Molotov cocktail. We need torches, gel, ale, and silk. Okay. Well, some of these are things I have. Oh, wait. If I'm going to place the bed... Darn it. Okay. So I guess this is effectively going to be my room. So now when I die or I use the recall potion, it'll take me right back to there.